The Battle of Hattin, which took place on July 4, 1187, near the town of Hattin in present-day Israel, was a pivotal military engagement between Saladin, the renowned Muslim commander and Sultan of Egypt and Syria, and the Crusaders led by King Guy of Jerusalem. The stage was set for the battle as Saladin sought to reclaim the holy city of Jerusalem from the Crusaders. His forces had already recaptured numerous key fortresses and cities, including Tiberias, which played a significant role in the events leading up to the battle. In early July 1187, Saladin laid siege to the city of Tiberias, where a significant portion of the Crusader army under the command of Raymond III of Tripoli was stationed. King Guy, eager to relieve the siege and confront Saladin's forces, gathered his own army composed of Crusader knights, infantry, and some Templar and Hospitaller contingents. Estimates suggest that the Crusader army numbered around 20,000 soldiers. On July 3, 1187, the Crusader army marched towards Tiberias. However, the oppressive summer heat and the lack of water sources in the arid region took a toll on their morale and physical well-being. As they made their way, the Crusaders suffered from severe dehydration and exhaustion. Meanwhile, Saladin's forces implemented a scorched earth strategy, destroying crops and wells along the Crusader army's paths, further exacerbating their water shortage. Saladin knew that by controlling access to water sources, he could weaken and demoralize the Crusaders. The two armies eventually met near the horns of Hattin, an elevated plateau surrounded by dry and hilly terrain. Saladin had chosen the battlefield strategically, taking advantage of the Crusaders' weakened state due to dehydration and fatigue. He positioned his troops to cut off the Crusaders from any nearby water sources, leaving them desperate and vulnerable. The battle commenced on July 4, 1187. Saladin's forces unleashed waves of arrows from their skilled archers, causing heavy casualties among the Crusaders. The Crusader knights, weighed down by their armor and weakened by dehydration, struggled to mount an effective defense. The Muslim cavalry executed well-coordinated charges, exploiting gaps in the Crusader formations and further disorienting them. King Guy and his knights fought valiantly, but their fragmented formations and diminished strength worked against them. Saladin's forces maintained their discipline and continued their assaults, gradually overwhelming the Crusaders. Many knights fell, including prominent figures like Raymond III of Tripoli and Guy's own brother, Amalric. Amidst the chaos, a controversial incident occurred that further tilted the battle in Saladin's favor. Raymond of Chatillon, a notorious Crusader knight, launched an attack against Saladin's camp, directly defying a truce agreement. This act of provocation enraged Saladin and solidified his determination to crush the Crusaders. As the battle progressed, the Crusader army's cohesion disintegrated and their plight worsened. With their water supply completely depleted and facing a superior enemy force, the Crusaders were on the brink of defeat. Eventually, King Guy himself was captured, along with a significant number of Crusader soldiers. The Battle of Hattin resulted in a resounding victory for Saladin and dealt a severe blow to the Crusaders. The defeat shattered the military power of the Crusader states and opened the way for Saladin's subsequent capture of Jerusalem. The fall of Jerusalem on October 2, 1187, marked the end of the Latin Kingdom of Jerusalem and dealt a significant blow to the Crusader presence in the Holy Land. The aftermath of the Battle of Hattin was dire for the Crusaders. Saladin, capitalizing on his victory, swiftly advanced and captured several key fortresses and cities, including Acre, Jaffa, and Ascalon. The Muslim forces swept through the region, reclaiming territory that had been under Crusader control for decades. The fall of Jerusalem sent shockwaves throughout Europe and prompted a call for a third crusade. European leaders, including King Richard the Lionheart of England, King Philip II of France, and Emperor Frederick Barbarossa of the Holy Roman Empire, rallied their forces and embarked on a new campaign to recapture Jerusalem and restore the Crusader states. The Battle of Hattin, with its devastating outcome for the Crusaders, served as a turning point in the history of the Crusades. It revealed the military prowess and strategic brilliance of Saladin, who emerged as a revered figure in the Muslim world. Saladin's triumph at Hattin also highlighted the vulnerabilities of the Crusader states, exposing their internal divisions, lack of resources, and inadequate preparation for the harsh realities of warfare in the region. Furthermore, the Battle of Hattin had significant implications for the future of Jerusalem and the Holy Land. While the Crusaders managed to regain control of the city temporarily during the Third Crusade, they ultimately failed to establish a lasting presence. The recapture of Jerusalem by Saladin and the subsequent Muslim control of the region marked a turning point in the Crusades and had far-reaching consequences for the political, religious, and cultural dynamics in the Middle East.